Hello, my lovely Leos. It's Misty Dawn with Dawn's Divine Tarot, here to bring you your love reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Should you want a private and personal reading, shoot me an email at Dawn's Divine Tarot. That is like the best way that we can look at your specific situation. But also, you can find me on Facebook. You can message me on Facebook, and I generally reply within like an hour, as long as you're not messaging me in the middle of the night, because I do go to bed when I can. Anyway, this is going to span from about today until mid-October, so around October 17th. So happy fall. Woo! Wait till they fly out. Happy fall to you all. Okay, lovely Leos, let's see what's going on with you all this month. I'll show you the cards in just a second. Okay. Underneath, you do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is absolutely lovely. You know, this speaks of things turning in your favor, you know, positivity coming in. Let's see, should I put it with the pumpkin since it's October? Haven't done this yet. I've been holding on to them, but... So, yeah, the wheel is a lovely, lovely energy to get, you know. If you're trying to create, you know, a relationship, there's divine opportunity to do so this month, you know. Everything improves, you know, finances, work, home, career, relationships, you know. This is also the card of chance meeting. So you may run into somebody that you hadn't seen in years, or you may run into your soulmate whom you were with in a past life, and it's like this lovely connection, you know. It's also reconnecting about, you know, with people who live far away from you. So if you're in a long distance relationship, it looks like there might be a chance for you guys to meet. I see several people on brooms here flying. It could talk about, you know, airport flight, you know, coming together. But this is a beautiful omen, you know, especially being as the overall energy for you. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So someone is offering themselves to you, Leo. Maybe an earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It could also talk about you working, you know, going to school, doing your thing, and you're focusing on that when you run into somebody, you run into a soulmate, or you run into somebody that you used to know, and it rekindles from there. We have the Six of Cups here. You know, this is a lovely soulmate energy. You know, this is a fond remembrance of somebody. So again, you know, you might have somebody coming back, maybe an earth sign, or you're working and you're focusing on other things when this person shows up there. I don't know if they're in the same business or same school, or if it's just some kind of chance meeting. It was like crazy. It was like whatever. Some of you guys are dealing with a Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, possibly. But the Knight of Swords is also just, you know, somebody who's very intelligent. He can be slightly quarrelsome, though. He's not always like the sweetest, most romantic energy of the deck. Generally not. But that's okay. We don't always need that. He's on a mission, you know. He's very determined. He's charging straight ahead. He's got charisma and finesse, and you know, he can be a little bit dramatic. You know, might be a little bit of conflict. You might run into somebody from the past, and there's some slight conflict with that for whatever reason. You have a lot of people in this deck. You have 3 knights. So, you know, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and so I don't know if you're kind of conflicted right now and trying to figure out what you want, because you have 3 people that you are dealing with, Leo. You have 3 people that are wanting to offer you something. The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or another Leo because you're a Leo. Very passionate, good, like, you know, goes after what he wants. Has the same determination as the Knight, but as he's more intellectual, he's more passionate. And you're kind of like, I don't know which direction to go in. I'm going to hang out here and figure out what I want. I do see you doing a lot of deep thought, like you're thinking. You're going in and you're thinking, doing a lot of soul work, trying to figure out what you want, looking in the crystal ball, you know, communicating with your spirits, looking at the situation for how it really is and how it could be. In a relevant, like, You know, like she's even got her tarot cards out. She's like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And that's what you're doing, Leo. You may have 3 offers coming in. You know, the holidays, it is, you know, getting closer to, you know, Thanksgiving and, you know, Halloween and all of those things, you know, fall time. So you might run into a couple people and they want your attention, and now you have to go in and kind of figure out what to do about that. Like, who are you really interested in? Who do you really want things to flourish with? But you're doing all the right things to figure those out, you know, communicating with your higher self and your spirit guides. Yeah, we have 2 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So you are at an impasse. You are trying to figure out which direction to go in, and something will need to end when you make that choice. You know, you will need to cut off a connection with someone. You know, you may currently be involved with an earth sign and then have a fire and air come in or whatever. But you do have somebody offering you something from the past. So you do have somebody coming back in. Yeah, deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. You know, you might end up being a little deceptive while you're trying to figure out who you want to be with. Because you don't want to hurt anybody, right? So you may continue a relationship while you're also talking to somebody else. You may be traveling to see somebody else. Yeah, flirting. Somebody might be extending too much energy out in the flirty way. Maybe not taking things too seriously, but I feel like you are, because, you know, you've got the High Priestess here. You are taking it serious. You're trying to figure things out. You also have weddings, so somebody you connect with might be married. You might be married. You might go on a business trip and you meet somebody that you knew 20 years ago, and all of a sudden it's like passionate. You know, Spirit is saying it's safe to love, but I think you need to take that with a grain of salt, because you've got 3 people. Yeah, and we have separation, and then we have release your ex that was poking out. So in order for you to really be able to be free to love somebody, it looks like you're going to have to separate from somebody first, okay? Much love to you guys. Have a great October. Please shoot me an email if you need clarity and this resonated with you. And see what's going on. There's a lot of energies here, a lot of people around this month, okay? Bye, guys.